This is the military interview of Donald Raymond Petry.
Donald Robert.
I'm begging. The other guy was Raymond. Now then, this is a military service interview of Donald Raymond.
Donald Robert.
I'm going to do it again. That gummit.
It's pronounced Petry, like pet the dog and put the key in the door.
All right. This is the military service interview for the National History, Veterans National History Project of Donald Robert Petry of Burleson, Texas. Now, Mr. Petry, when and where were you born?
I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the 10th day of January, 1929.
1929. And which branch of the service were you in?
U.S. Air Force.
U.S. Air Force. And what date did you enter the Air Force?
I entered the Air Force September 13th, 1946, and retired June 30th, 1968. 21 years, 9 months, and 17 days.
And your highest rank?
I was Master Sergeant.
My name is John William Arnold Sr., and I'm the interviewer, and this is sponsored by the Burleson Heritage Foundation and the Burleson Public Library in Burleson, Texas. And now, Mr. Petry, which branch of the service you were in the Air Force? Where did you take your basic training?
Lackland Air Force Base, San Antonio, Texas.
And then where did you serve?
Oh, my God. I went from Lackland to Keesler Air Force Base, Mississippi, then to Chanute Air Force Base, Illinois, then to Carswell Air Force Base, Fort Worth, and to Hill Air Force Base, Ogden, Utah, and then to Korea, K-10 Korea. From there to Iwakuni, Japan, after the Korean War, and then to Tachikawa, Japan, and back to Carswell, arriving in 1955, and to Burleson Air Force Base in 1950. That's at Austin in 1959. Went to Amarillo Air Force Base in 1960. To Vietnam in 1963. Shepherd Air Force Base 1964. And Peace Air Force Base 1966 to 1968.
Wow, that's a great memory. Mm-hmm. All right, in your combat, Army, combat days was Korea, right?
Korea, yes.
And what did you do there?
I was an aircraft instrument technician, and our main project was to go out and recover parts from downed B-26s.
Good. And your unit bombed?
My last unit that I was attached to was the 509 bombing, which was responsible for dropping the A-bomb on Hiroshima.
That's right, okay.
And I think they're still in operation. I think it's out at Abilene now.
All right. And you said your family joined you while you were in Japan, I believe.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and
that was good.
Yeah, my wife and at that time we had 2 children, a boy and a girl, and joined in Japan. And the first day of May 1955, our second son was born.
Right.
Born in Japan.
Great. Do you stay in contact with any of your old Army?
Yeah, very few. Quite a few, really.
Well, really, that's good.
Quite a few. Like I said, there's one fella, Don Cobbage, and his family live in Mesquite. We've been friends for over 50 years.
Right.
And the guy that was my chief clerk in New Hampshire, we correspond quite a bit back and forth. And there's another young couple. They used to live down in Cedar Creek, and they now live in Louisville, Kentucky. Doris and Bob Payton, who stood up with us when Biddy and I got married.
I believe you told me that somebody contacted you when you got your email.
Yeah, just the last week, a friend of mine, Gary Strand, and Gary Strand contacted me from Madison, Wisconsin. Gary and I probably bowled just about all over the world, and when we were in New Hampshire, we were the doubles champions, the state doubles champions, and Gary has been Wisconsin State Match Game champion, Wisconsin Singles champion, and been on the Pro Bowlers Tour. And I hadn't heard from Gary since 1979, and he dialed me up on his computer, and next thing you know, we've been talking for the last hour. So,
Yeah,
for
mighty
last
good.
week.
Do you belong to any veterans organizations?
No, but I do belong to some other organizations.
Okay.
I'm a master Mason, past master, Deer Creek Masonic Lodge, 4-time past worthy patron of the Everman Eastern Star chapter. Belong to chapter and council and commandery and Shrine Temple. Now the Shrine Temple.
Real good. Is there anything else you'd like to tell or about your war service? Or
No, just that I've been married to my wife Betty for 56 years, almost 57.
That's great. That's great.
I got me a keeper when I married this girl for 4
You
years.
sure did. Well, Mr. Petry, it's been an honor to talk to you and appreciate your service to your country and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Bet.